You're the one who called?
I didn't call.
Huh?
I didn't call nobody.
On
February 11th, 2024, officers from the Las Cruces Police Department in New Mexico responded to a call about a suspicious person loitering outside a vacant business property. Officer Jonah Hernandez, the first to arrive, had no idea that within moments, his life would be in grave danger.
The following
report is based on official police records, and much of the footage has never been seen before until now. The incident began with a seemingly routine 911 call from a concerned business owner. 911 dispatcher, Las Cruces Police. How can I help you? Yes, ma'am. My husband and I own a vacant business property, and we've had a lot of trouble with homeless people breaking windows. We had to kick one out yesterday, but he's back. A friend just passed by and saw him there again. Do you have a description? Caller, Black HOODIE.911 dispatcher. Alright, an officer is headed that way now. Before police arrived, a passerby noticed someone setting a fire on the private property. Moments later, he filmed the same suspect practicing karate kicks in the parking lot.
Okay. They're headed that way now, so they should call soon.
Before police arrived, a passerby noticed someone setting a fire on the private property. Moments later, he filmed the same suspect practicing karate kicks in the parking lot. He had no idea that he was recording a man moments away from committing a brutal attack.
Holds next.
Bro's doing like karate or something.
Shadowboxing?
35-year-old
Officer Jonah Hernandez, 35 years old, responded to the call. As he approached the suspect, he had no way of knowing he was walking into a trap.
9890 for 97. How's it going, boss? You been staying here for a while? What's up? This is your place? So you're the one who called?
What's that?
You're the one who called?
I didn't call.
Huh?
I didn't call nobody.
Without
warning, the suspect suddenly lunged forward, stabbing Officer Hernandez repeatedly with a knife. Though he tried to escape, Jonah was knocked to the ground, where the suspect continued his brutal assault. Nearby witnesses saw everything and rushed in to help. Hey, get away! Hey, man. He pulled out his firearm and... One of these good Samaritans was Isaiah Astorga, the same man who had filmed the suspect earlier. Realizing the officer was in immediate danger, he made a split-second decision.
Hey!
The man attempting to aid Jonah is Isaiah Astorga. He filmed the suspect just before Jonah arrived. Immediately, the call goes out that a police officer has been injured, and authorities in the surrounding area rush to the scene.
We had several callers calling in stating Amador and Valley that the officer was possibly stabbed in the neck and the male suspect is down.
Isaiah desperately tries to keep pressure on Jonah's wounds, explaining what happened as help begins to arrive.
Yeah,
I shot him like 3 or 4 times. He's stabbed in the neck really bad.
Radio. Where's the radio?
Right here, right here.
Okay.
No.
Say, brother, Chris BD.
No, he's bleeding really bad. He was stabbed in the neck.
Brother, please.
Hey.
Immediately after neutralizing the suspect, Isaiah ran to help Officer Hernandez, who was bleeding heavily from his neck. Despite Isaiah's efforts to control the bleeding, the injuries were severe. Officers and paramedics arrived, frantically working to save Hernandez's life.
Put him to the side, man. He's choking in the blood.
I'm trying. It's right where my arm is. Are you ready?
All right, ready? Let go.
And his back of the head, it's like sliced open.
Stay right here, Jonah, all right? Jonah! Jonah!
Officer Hernandez will stay by Jonah's side for the entirety of this ordeal. While Officer Hernandez begins life-saving measures, other officers flood the area.
Where's the guy at?
I'm on the side, man.
This is my boyfriend's gun that he used to shoot him.
Hey, oh.
Get him close. 911 Central, we have a male down, and we need fire expedited.
Within the chaos, one of the
As first responders provided aid, an emotional moment unfolded. Isaiah's girlfriend, Areli, recognized the suspect. Areli, oh my god, ... that's my cousin.
Step back. Step back.
I'm right here, alright?
Hey, go shut those sirens off.
Araceli is just
The attacker was identified as 29-year-old Armando A.J. Silva.
More and more officers continue arriving, each trying to find a way to help.
He has an injury to the back of his head. What else? When you guys stab him to the throat?
They're in this one.
Jonah,
the front one.
Jonah.
Jonah. This one.
We can't use that. We can't use that on the.
What do you do? Give me some quick claw. Hey, get some gauze, pressure bandage. We're gonna wrap it underneath his. I got this right here. Okay, hold pressure here. I got pressure here. Got this. He has a laceration to the back of his head. He's bleeding from his mouth. Come on, Jonah, I'm right here, dude. Jonah. It's okay, man. Hey, Jonah. Hey, start wrapping around his neck. Hold pressure on the back of the wound, too. This one right here? Okay. You slip him this way?
Come on, Jonah.
Come on, Jonah. Jonah, wake up, dude. Oh!
Jonah, do you have a pulse?
Jonah! Jonah!
As Officer Hernandez was rushed to the hospital, EMTs also tended to Silva, who had sustained gunshot wounds to the head and chest.
Hey, get us the dirt! I'm good, bro. You good? I'm good.
While this is happening, other EMTs begin administering aid to Armando.
He's shot in the head, too. I don't know, man.
He's shot in the chest. He's still breathing, or was a second ago. He's got a very faint pulse.
You got his arm?
That's as far as I got so far. I'm just trying to get his clothes off here.
Hey, he's on the mountain. Let's get an escort up there if we can, brother. Escorted? Yeah. I'll roll with you guys. Hold on, down in here. Come on, Jonah. You want a Mountain Dew? Go down. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Can I just go? Yeah. That was pretty good. I'm sitting on the plate. Breathing? No.
Get him on the monitor.
Okay.
You guys have trauma shares? Hang on, we're not closed.
Hold on.
We're not ready.
We're gone. Lucas is in.
Where was he shot?
He was not shot. It looks like it was a laceration.
He has an on the neck. He does have a laceration in the back of his head. We don't know if he's shot or not.
This question about
At the hospital, doctors fought to save Officer Hernandez. Meanwhile, Isaiah, still shaken, explained his actions to police. I saw them fighting, but I didn't see a knife. Then I saw the officer bleeding ... I fired to stop the attack.
Come over here. What's your name, man?
Isaiah Astorga. Can I have something to...
Yeah, we'll get you some in a bit. What'd you see, bro?
Isaiah explains his friend owns the property, and so when he saw someone loitering in the parking lot, he notified them. This led to the initial 911 call. He then waited nearby for police to arrive and took the clips of Armando setting a fire and practicing karate kicks. He watched as Jonah approached Armando.
I saw the man, AJ, coming up to him, and I saw what looked like a brawl. I didn't see the knife or anything. She says that's his cousin. It looked like him. So I come running out with my gun because...
So that gun that the officer had's yours?
It's a SIG, wherever it is. I don't know
Okay.
where it is. But so as I was getting closer, I saw him profusely bleeding. Just
the officer?
Red everywhere.
While Isaiah shares his story, the EMTs with Jonah continue life-saving measures in the back of the ambulance.
Morning. Send me Jonah's wife's phone number right now, please. Just, I don't have to explain, just do it, please.
We find people male, multiple lacerations to neck, LCPD officer, we have a traumatic event. We got nothing right now, we're just diving in.
Come on, Jonah. I'm right here, boy.
He was yelling on the way for him to stop, and he came running at me, so I shot him twice.
This may be the chaos of the event blurring his memory, but Isaiah fired a total of
4 shots had been fired. Authorities would soon determine the trajectory of each bullet to rule out any possibility that Officer Hernandez had been struck by friendly fire.
And I saw this guy just bleeding out. I've never seen blood like that. And so I fired at him again. He fell down. I actually ran back and forth because I didn't know what to do, because I didn't know whether to keep checking on him.
The officer, okay.
So I went to the officer and I saw the big gash in his neck, so I kept pressure.
Finally, Jonah's ambulance arrives at the hospital. While the hospital staff race to save Jonah's life, they give an update about his attacker.
So the other victim has probably like a gunshot wound or something to the forehead, so it's probably going to be a DOA on arrival.
Armando Silva died shortly after arriving at the hospital. According to police reports, he'd been shot in the head. Jonah's fate, however, remained unclear. After receiving a call updating them about Jonah's condition, those still at the scene are left to speculate about what may have happened.
So it looked like 99 had a hole above his head. It looked like it. Oh. Yeah, that's what he just told me. That's what it looked like. They don't know yet, though. They don't know. But it wasn't the suspect that shot him.
Who shot him?
They think that the guy who was rendering aid accidentally shot him because he had his own gun. There's 2 guns over there.
These officers aren't the only ones to wonder if Jonah had accidentally been shot during the altercation.
He looked like he was shot in the back of the head, bro.
Who?
Jonah.
As news of the attack reached Jonah's family, they frantically tried to locate him.
A call from one of Jonah's family members.
Hi.
My nephew is a police officer in your department, and we heard he was hurt. We need to know where he is.
Your department. And we're trying to find him to see where he's at so my brother can go see him. My nephew's name is Jonah Hernandez.
Okay, I'll have an officer give you a phone call.
While Jonah's family struggles to locate him, things take a turn for the worse in the emergency room.
Pulse check.
Is there a stab on the neck?
Alright.
Oh, it goes through?
Well, I don't know if it goes through, but there's no one found.
Oh, Jesus. Are you already pronounced?
According to police reports, Armando had stabbed Jonah with a large kitchen knife.
His wife and child are in triage, Dr. Buckland.
Officer Hernandez, who stayed with Jonah since the moment he arrived at the scene, now must come to terms with the loss of his friend. The tragic news of Jonah's death is quickly shared among officers. While still at the scene,
Areli, still in shock, expressed her condolences. "Areli, I'm so sorry, but I don't know why my cousin did this." Meanwhile, Isaiah was taken to the hospital for possible blood exposure, but was later cleared.
Would he be charged for Armando's death? To try and make sense of this tragedy, Armando's father spoke with police.
The next day, Armando Silva's father spoke with police, revealing a troubling history.
Diagnosed with, do you remember? Schizophrenia. I cannot feel like I failed as a father.
An autopsy later confirmed that Officer Hernandez suffered 14 stab wounds to the head and neck. Despite earlier speculation, there were no gunshot wounds.
By stab wounds to the head and neck. Ultimately, the district attorney reviewed the case and ruled that Isaiah Astorga acted in self-defense and in defense of Officer Hernandez. No charges were filed against him. Officer Jonah Hernandez made the ultimate sacrifice while serving his community. His bravery and dedication will never be forgotten.